Hi. This is actually something that I've been kind of in my mind for a bit, but I haven't been sure how to say it because most of my other ones are kind of responses to things that people have said that are incorrect. This is less a response to that and more a response to the fact that I have a friend who has a lot of self-confidence issues. Rooted in the way in which the world is, and also the fact that, well, I suppose I just want to say this. You are worthy. You're worthy of love. You're worthy of happiness. You deserve good things because you're a child of God. You are special. God loves you, and there's nothing you can do to ever change that. Nothing you can do can make that better, and nothing you can do can make that worse. You are loved unconditionally. And I feel like people need to know that. So keen to know that, and I feel like honestly this has been something I've been meaning to say. Even one of the people in my small group who shared their testimony, and they're like, I didn't feel worthy. I didn't feel worth it at times, and I'm like, almost in that time I wanted to almost interrupt and say, you're wrong, you are worthy, but I didn't. And then I kept forgetting to say it at church. Now I feel embarrassed because I was a few weeks ago at this point. So yeah, Anna, if you ever watch this, you are worth it. And you always have been, and everyone is. Because we're all children of God. You, the person watching this right now, you are worth it. And don't let anyone ever make you feel otherwise, because in the eyes of God, the creator of the whole entire universe, you are. Just because we're not broken, just because we're not sinners, just because we make mistakes and we fail and we fall down, and that's part of being human, but that doesn't stop us being worthy. It doesn't stop us being loved. That's actually one of the reasons why I started this channel. It's a reason I don't write the scripts, a reason I let myself ramble, it's a reason there is no editing that will ever go into producing these things. And it's because I believe that, well, we live in a world where we're hypercritical, where cancelling is such a big issue, where say the wrong thing and you're done for. Well, I'm probably going to say a lot of wrong things. I'm going to make a lot of mistakes. I'm probably going to make a lot of people mad. And the more confident I do this, the more of their thing. But in the past, I've been afraid of speaking the truth, or what I've deciphered as truth, because I think anyone can ever truly decipher the truth fully of the Bible, but there are things that are very easy to decipher, and that is the concept of love. And I want you all to know that you are loved. Anyone who watches this, you need to understand that. And everyone else in your life. They're worthy of patience and understanding. Hate will only ruin you. Hate does not drive out hate. Only love can do that. Martin Luther King Jr. Truly a great saying. And it's so true. The whole point of this is that I'm going to put myself out there and very publicly probably make a few mistakes. I'm not saying I'm planning on it, because I'm definitely not. I don't want to offend anyone or make anyone upset, but the world as it exists today is a minefield. And I'm going to speak my world, and I'm going to speak my world and I'm going to try and tell you what I think of the world, and then I'm actually inviting you to come back and correct me when I'm wrong. But I don't want it to be done in hate, I don't want it to be done in anger, I want it to be done in love. Let's be understanding, let's be kind. Stop being judgmental, stop being hypocritical. We're all human, we all make mistakes. And if you think you don't, you're an idiot. You're actually an idiot. That is me calling you a fool, an idiot. If you think you don't make mistakes, you are an idiot. Because the truth is, everyone does idiotic things, and that's honestly the most idiotic thing you could do, thinking you don't. Nobody's perfect. And honestly, the more perfect you think you are, the less perfect you are. Honestly, the kindest and most noble and good and pure people I know in my life are the ones that are the most humble. But that also doesn't mean they lack self-confidence. It just means that the best way of saying it is they've got confidence in themselves and they don't need anyone else other than God to give them worth. And they not only they have confidence in themselves, but they can recognize their own flaws, and they work on their flaws. And through working on their flaws, they discover more flaws, and they'll never boast that they're almost there because, well, what would be the point? They know they have so much more to work on, but they also know they are understanding and kind to themselves. They understand love, and they also understand loving others, because they also understand everyone else needs that second chance, and that third chance, and that fourth chance, and that fifth chance. Everyone needs the chance. Everyone needs the chance to learn. Everyone needs the chance to stop being stupid, to stop being an idiot. The greatest problem our world has today is the lack of education. People not getting the education that they deserve, the education that they need. People not being taught how to think critically and for themselves, because once people start thinking for themselves, being able to look at the facts and ask themselves, is this right, is this wrong, misinformation will die. The reason misinformation prevails is because people can't think critically for themselves. The more accessible problem solving and those kinds of skills are, and I think they should be taught in skills. It's the kind of thing, I think political science should be taught, the basics of it should be taught in primary school, because it's vitally important. We need to be learning, and more than that, we need to be learning how to communicate, because we're taught an awful lot how to communicate in writing, but public speaking is, even that, it's not taught well, and we're definitely not taught to debate. Because debating is good. Debating is really good because it gives you a topic and you have to fight it, no matter whether you agree with that topic or not, and it forces you to research, and it forces you to understand the other side's point, because to win, you have to deconstruct their argument, and to fully do that, you have to understand their argument. It's a really helpful skill. We need to foster a world full of communication, because miscommunication is where, well, that leads to hate, and that leads to violence, and that is sin. So, yeah, this message was for everyone. You are worth it, but so is everyone else. So, start trying to educate yourselves. Be better humans. Be better people. Well, alright, be better people. The truth is out there. Start searching for it. I believe I found it. And one thing I can tell you, if I didn't think I'd found it, well, if I didn't think I'd found something good, I wouldn't still be a Christian 4 years later, 5 years later, nearly 5 years. Because I searched and I found love. And I think, and love's the only way we're going to save this world. Thanks, I'm Rachel, and I am changing my channel name because I've finally decided what it's going to be, so you will either know what it is or you'll be surprised when I upload the video. Bye!